Thank you, Tabitha. Oh, such a good old kitty. Yes. Aww. Yes, thank you, baby. Guess nobody wants to chat this morning. Either that or nobody's awake. Yes. Aww. Yes, Baxter, I see you too, baby. Yes, I see you too. Tabitha. Hi, Baxter. Yes. Covered in kitties. Yes, I'm covered in kitties. Nope. Ah, don't call me. Don't call me. Ow, ow, ow. Here, let's set you back down. I gotta get my coffee anyway. Yes, I gotta get my coffee anyway. Maybe nobody's awake yet. You think that's it? You think nobody's awake yet? Itchy ear. Wish somebody would. Wish somebody would wake up and talk to us. Hi, Derby. I see you two over there. Yes, I see you too. Yes, look at the Derby girl. Aww. Look at her. She's so pretty. Oh, Magic. I see you over there on the chair. Good morning. Oh, Florida. Lucky you. I am in Southern Illinois. Welcome to my chat. I am Gypsy, and this is Smallwood Homestead. And I'm guessing you have 12 cats, maybe? Because it said that you had 12. I have 4 cats. And, well, you can see one. This is Baxter. And then that is Tabitha. And then that is Derby. And then over there is Magic. So, just sitting here chatting. Sometimes I like to have a chat. Oh, yeah, I love my critters too. I have to tell you, Poor Dirt Farmer, I love your handle because my family were actually dirt farmers back in the day. They were poor dirt farmers. I have a picture of the family literally on the farm with a goat and a bunch of kids and nothing but dirt as far as the eye could see. So that's so funny. So where at in Florida did you say you were? So you're in, I'm scrolling. Suwannee County. Where is Suwannee County at? Boy, dirt farmer better. Well, I try not to talk about politics here, so. Oak, Florida. See, I have a good friend of mine, my best friend from grade school, lives in Kissimmee. And then my great uncle used to live in Pensacola, but I've never been. Never been to Florida. Like I said, I'm in Southern Illinois, Midwest. You know, we've still got snow on the ground here. I wish it would melt already. I'm ready to get my garden in. Speaking of farming, you know, I'm a homesteader of sorts. Some people get offended when you say that you're a homesteader if you don't have animals on your farm, you know, or have farm animals, I should say. So, but I consider myself a homesteader because I do a lot of prepping and I take care of myself, even though I don't have any farm animals. So, the only animals I have are the wild critters outside, bobcats, coyotes, turkeys, every wild animal imaginable. And then I have my 4 cats. You've got your potatoes in the ground? Oh, wow. Awesome. I started some tomato plants indoors a couple months ago, actually, and they're now like this tall. So by the time it gets warm here, they're going to be fruiting. I'm pretty sure they're going to be fruiting. And I did just start in a small pot some leaf lettuce, you know, just because I'm itching so bad to get my garden started. It's just I'm so sick of this winter. I am sick of winter. So sick of it. So, so what do you do besides being a First Amendment auditor? What's your profession in real life, as they say? Because I think this is the first time you've jumped in on one of my chats. Sorry, I have a kitty on my lap that's like making it uncomfortable to sit. Oh, okay. I won't ask if you do it legally or not legally because that's none of my business. But I am a firm believer in medical marijuana. So, Illinois just passed the medical marijuana last year before last. So, it's starting to become less stigmatized here, I guess. We just elected a new governor who actually wants to make recreational marijuana legal. So, which I am okay with that because, you know, I don't like pills. And I have 3 incurable degenerative diseases. So, I don't want to spend the rest of my life taking pills. Oh, HVAC. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. I am actually a social worker by profession. I am a crisis counselor, crisis interventionist, but I am taking some time off from that. I am currently between jobs, as they say. So, oh, hey, yeah, hit that thumbs up if you don't mind, since you're in here chatting. I would love to be able to have my own business and be self-sufficient. I have 12 and a half acres of woodlands. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And there's always going to be people who abuse the system, but that happens with legalized medications, you know? So, I don't know. Like I said, I have 3 incurable diseases. I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3. I have fibromyalgia, and I have rheumatoid arthritis. And then if you want to throw a mental thing in for the mix, I also have PTSD. So all the medications they want me to take is literally a handful of pills. And that handful of pills every day over years worth of time destroys my liver and my kidneys. And I don't want to do it. I actually told my I told my doctor yesterday, my rheumatologist, I said, listen, I would rather have the pain and have my faculties about me um, than to take all those pills and not know what the hell's going on. So, yeah, I think people need to have more autonomy when it comes to their health care. And unfortunately, the United States doesn't agree with that right now. I lived in Germany for 4 years.
Hello, sweetie.
Is a lot. Oops, sorry, that was my phone. Healthcare system is a lot different in Germany. You have 4 acres. Oh, on the Suwannee River. Nice. The only water I have on my land, I have a creek that runs the back part of my property. It borders it. Yes, I have tried CBD oil. I have. It doesn't always work. We'll just put it that way. It doesn't always work. It doesn't always relieve the pain. Sometimes it relieves the inflammation because my diseases attack my connective tissues. Um, so yeah, I have tried CBD oil, definitely. Definitely. And, you know, there are certain brands that work better than others. And unfortunately, that is not as strongly regulated as our medication is. And so you're going to get a different, for lack of a better term, different dosage um, than, you know, from brand to brand. The quality is going to be different from brand to brand. So, but yes, I have done CBD oil. So, yeah, I have my land here is 12 and a half acres. Only about an acre of it is clear, and I live in a mobile home on that. The rest of it is woods. I mean, it's all woods. And so I have little by little been chopping down some trees, the diseased ones first, obviously, and then I've been chopping down some ones that are close to my home because we get a lot of tornadoes here and a lot of thunderstorms and high winds. And literally about a month ago, a tree fell right behind my place. I'm not going to send me today. Oh wow. I was on, what was it? 500 3 times a day, I think is what it was. I can't remember. But anyway, a tree fell back behind my house, and had it fallen towards my house, it would have busted out my guest bedroom window. That's how close it hit. So when you've got 12 and a half acres, you have to cut down quite a lot of trees. So, and I'm a single gal. I live by myself. I'm 50 years old, and I learned how to use a chainsaw a couple years ago. So, see me at the you know, on a good day. Yeah. Yeah, I was taking between 1,500 and 2,000 milligrams a day. Um, and like I said, sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. You know, this kitty is very comfortable on my lap. You still here? Oh, I do too. Actually, poor Dirt Farmer, if you are not familiar with my channel, take a peek through my playlists. Look at the one that is titled Homestead Visitors, and that's all my nature videos. I mean, I see deer on an almost daily basis. Um, and you know, I film everything that I can catch, you know, mostly birds. That's the one that I get the most of. Birds and deer, those are the two I film the most. But you know, sometimes I might catch a turtle, or I might catch a fox or a snake or something like that, because I'm in the woods. I get all kinds of fun critters out here. So check out that playlist. It's called Homestead Video or Homestead Visitors. Can't talk today. I'm all tongue-tied this morning, and I've already had one cup of coffee, so I should be okay. I probably ought to go grab another cup, but I wasn't sure if anybody was going to come and chat with me this morning. I was sitting here for a little bit, and I thought, well, because this isn't my regularly scheduled chat. Exactly, Dirt Farmer. Exactly. Um, I'll tell you, my regularly scheduled chat is on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. That's when I usually do a chat, but sometimes I get bored and I'm like, hey, I just want to talk to somebody, so I'll do like this morning. Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a sucker for strays. Tabitha, who's in my lap, actually was found by a friend of a friend. And when she found her, she'd been feeding her for about a month. She thought she was about 6 to 8 months old when she found her. When I got her, no, she was about 3 months old. So, and it was getting ready to get, oh, thank you. Oh, don't use the S word because for some reason YouTube likes to flag that word as spam. So don't use the S word. But thank you. I do appreciate that. Um, anyways, Tabitha, my littlest one, when I got her, no, she was about 3 months old and it was getting ready to be winter. There was no way she was going to survive outside. So I was like, okay, I'll bring her over to my house. And if worst comes to worst, she'll become a barn cat because I have a barn. And that's usually where a lot of the strays hang out in the winter is in my barn. So, okay, I'll try to check it out. Yeah, I will do my best to check it out. Um, my other cats, though, Magic is the only one I actually adopted from an agency. There's a no-kill shelter here called St. Francis, and that's where I got him from. Bless his heart, he had never lived in a house before. He was a year and a half old, got surrendered at 6 weeks, and then, was surrendered to the shelter at 6 weeks and basically lived year and a half in shelter. So, oh, thank you. Thank you. I take it you're taking off. Take it easy. Have a great day. Enjoy your sunshine because that's important. Vitamin D helps the people and the plants grow. I'm going to stop talking now because I don't want to talk to myself. Hello, hello, good morning. Is there anybody out there? I don't know, my YouTube notifications are doing weird things. Oh, you're still here. See, I thought you left, Dirt Farmer, because my count went to 0. I guess I don't understand how YouTube does its thing. This cat is sound asleep, and my legs are going numb. Tabitha. She's a cute kitty, though. All right, I am going to go grab another cup of coffee. I will be right back. Oh. Walking down public sidewalk. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I think you should be able to do things like that, as long as you aren't filming like children or, you know, people in various disrobings, things like that. I mean, if you're just like I actually did a video the other day, well, about a week ago, where I had my camera set up in my car because I was going to a park. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's on a public street and, you know, everything's out in the open. Now, had I been creeping around somebody's house, I think that would have been different. You know, I live by the rule of I don't do anything to anybody else that I don't want done to me. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Good. Okay, hang tight real quick. Let me go grab a cup of coffee if you don't mind. I swear it'll only take me a second to get a cup of coffee because my kitchen's right there. But you're here. All right. Good, good, good. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a cup of coffee and I'll be right back here, okay? Okay. I'm back. I'm back. You refreshed? Oh, okay. I had to get a cup of coffee. I can't live without my coffee, you know? Gotta do that. Gotta do that. Ah, okay. So that's why the count jumped down to 0. Okay. Well, you know, I know that sometimes people will check out without like saying goodbye and they just kind of go their own way, do their own thing. Sorry, I'm sitting here on the couch. It's really cold here today. It is 17 degrees right now. So I'm chilly. I'm a wee bit chilly. So I have a blanket on me. Oh, stars blanket. I like stars. Can you tell? So, do you have a like a video channel? Right, right. So you have your own channel where you do videos. Good morning, whoever just walked in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, a couple people. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody has a nice hot cup of... Oh, shoot. Woo. I just spilled coffee everywhere. Gotta love when you do stuff like that, right? Oh. Luckily, my couch is Scotch guarded. I guess I filled it too full. Goodness. So who's here this morning besides Poor Dirt Farmer? Because I think a couple other people jumped in. Hey, Jen. Welcome. Good morning, Chica. How goes it? You just saw me spill coffee all over the place. I filled my cup too full. Oh my goodness. So Jen, I went to my witchies group last night. You missed it. Well, I spelled it right there. Went to my ladies group last night. We did a little bit of dark moon type stuff, which was pretty groovy. There were only 3 of us, but hey, power of 3, right? It was very nice. You're still here. All right, Dirt. I have a question, Poor Dirt Farmer. Is there another name I can call you? Oh, cool. Yeah, meet up with each other. That's awesome. That's awesome. You know, spread the love. Definitely share the love, because, you know, that's what we're in this for, right? Oh, art. Oh, yeah. I am making this. It says, all good things are wild and free. You can see where I just spilled coffee on it. It's by Henry David Thoreau. But yeah, I've been working on this for a little bit now. You know, just pass the time. Exactly, Jen. Exactly. Chit chat away. Chit chat away. So, and I like it when people pop in and, you know, get to know each other. Okay, Dirt Farmer, definitely. Yeah, right on. We will check it out. Like I said, we try not to talk politics in here, but we will definitely, you know, take a peek at your vids, you know, because I'm all about supporting everybody, you know. You can tell I only have a few people on the dreaded S word list. But, you know, I started my channel more as a vlog anyway, you know, because I was going through a divorce and I was homesteading alone for the first time in my life. And, you know, had recently been diagnosed with a rare incurable disease. And so I felt I needed a creative outlet because I'm a creative type person. And I had already done YouTube pages, all kinds of stuff. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Dirt Farmer. I had already done a photo project, a year-long photo project. And so to me, my next big step was to do YouTube. And so that's what I've been doing is I've been documenting, you know, my struggles. I've been documenting my triumphs. The day I learned to use a chainsaw was just like one of the best days of my life, because with a connective tissue disorder, you never know when things won't work. Like, I have days when I wake up and I can't walk. I have days when I wake up and I can't hold a coffee cup. But then I have really good days, you know, and they've actually started a new treatment with me, because since there is no cure, all you can do is manage symptoms. And so I'm getting ready to start a new treatment. So thumbs up, hoping that that works, you know, that it at least alleviates some of my pain and helps me to keep my strength. Chainsaws. Well, mine's nothing fancy. It's a little electric chainsaw. It's not like a gas-powered one, because I had to have one that was lightweight. It might weigh 15 pounds, you know, because my wrists pop out very easily. You can see how flexible that is, how it turns. So, you know, I had to be careful with the kind of chainsaw I got, but I did. I've chopped down several trees now by myself, single old gal on her property by herself. That'd be me. So, sorry, I'm a licker of floss. I have to lick it to get it through the needle, which, oh, there it is. Ah, okay. It does make you feel like a strong woman. You're right. It does make you feel like a strong woman. Farmer. Okay. You know, Farmer, I've gotten death threats too, but for a different reason. I used to be president of my local national organization for women chapter. And so I was very vocal about women's issues and women's rights. And because I'm a big fat feminist and I have a big mouth and I know how to use it. And so I was featured on television and radio a lot during that time period. And I would hold rallies and things. And yeah, I would get death threats all the time. You know what, Jen? I'll tell you a funny story about dreadlocks. I used to have dreads, okay, shoulder length dreads. This was when I was in my late 20s, and I worked at the mall, of all places. I was a manager of Spencer Gifts. And it was probably about 10:30 at night, and I had just gotten off work, and I was in my car, which I used to drive, this big old giant Humpty looking car, big old Buick. It had camouflage interior, and it had Grateful Dead stickers on the back. I mean, it was a Humpty car, let me tell you. But it was all I had, you know. And I had two children. I was a single mom at the time. And what I did was, I was on my way to pick up my kids from the daycare. I got pulled over by a cop, and I couldn't figure out why. I wasn't speeding, nothing. I was still in my work uniform, okay? I just happened to have dreadlocks and a Grateful Dead sticker on the back of my car. Well, they stopped me and said, "We have to search your car." I'm like, okay, why? Now, this was before I knew that you could refuse a search without grounds. And I was like, okay. I said, the only thing you're going to find back there maybe is a half-eaten peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I still have my kids' car seats in the car, okay? Yeah. And then they call over another officer. So there's two cop cars stopping my car in front of the mall. And they're like, where are you coming from? And I pointed at my shirt with my name tag on it. And I'm like, I just got off work at the mall. Well, where are you going? I'm going to pick up my kids. I'm like, are you going to call my babysitter and tell her that you've detained me? Because I'm going to get charged $20 per hour that I'm late. And they're like, no. I'm like, what are you even looking for? Our captain, wants us to stop all these vehicles. I'm like, why am I the only one stopped? Well, finally they let me go because obviously they didn't find anything. Well, years later, I was working for the police department. I was doing an internship with the crime victim advocate. And I got to talking about the cops there about this incident. Yeah, come to find out, the reason why I was stopped, I had dreadlocks and a Grateful Dead sticker on the back of my car. They were looking for weed. Plain and simple. They were looking for weed. And I thought, oh my freaking God. It's ridiculous. You can't wear dreadlocks. You can't have a Grateful Dead sticker because automatically that makes you a pothead. Automatically. Whether or not I smoke pot in my free time, it's none of their damn business. It wasn't in my car. And I had on my uniform and the whole kit and caboodle. That's why I'm really glad that this new governor in Illinois is pushing to get recreational marijuana legalized. Because honestly, I've had more trouble with drunks than I have with potheads. Just saying. I live in the middle of my woods. Right down the road is what is considered the ghetto. And I've heard more shots fired over there over freaking booze than I have over pot. Just saying. Sorry, I'll jump off my soapbox now. But that was my experience. I did video cutting down. Well, I don't know if I videoed cutting down my tree or if I videoed cutting down or cutting up a tree. I don't know. Look in my playlist homestead projects. There might be one. I can't remember since it's been a while since I learned how to use my chainsaw. Yep. Well, my dad was an alcoholic and used to beat the shit out of me. So that kind of turned me away from becoming a drunk. Although there was a time in my life when I did drink a lot more than I should have. I'll say that. Sorry, I have something in my eye. Something in my eye. But I've never been one to like do hard drugs or anything like that. That's not my bag. And I have nothing against medical marijuana. I have nothing against recreational marijuana. Because like I said, I've had more trouble with drunks than I have with potheads. Potheads have not come up on my property and tried to rob me blind. Drunks have. And in my area, meth is like really, really bad. So the meth heads have come up on my property. So Jen, you and I have similar histories, except for the fact that, my dad beat the shit out of me and my mom and my little sister. And he molested me and my little sister. So yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I went into social work, and the fact that I'm an empath. Because, you know, I can relate to many different stories and I don't judge. I don't believe in judging. We're all in this life together and we all have had shit happen. Gosh, I've been swearing a lot in this video. I'm sorry. Or in this chat. I hope YouTube doesn't flag me. Oh, bless you too, Jen. Bless you too. Yeah. But let's clear the air of that negativity. Let's not dwell on that. Let's look at the positive. It's a sunny day here. It is a sunny day here. There's still snow on the ground, but it's a sunny day here. Love and light, love and light, love and light. Yeah, I cut my finger yesterday. You're going to laugh on what I cut it on. I cut it on the aluminum foil box. I was getting some aluminum foil to wrap up a pizza, and somehow I managed to cut my finger on the aluminum foil box. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy. So Jen, how's the move going? You're getting ready to move, right? Oh, my glasses are not wanting to work this morning. I know. And it shredded my finger. I was actually surprised. And boy, I bleed like a stuck pig. And it was a mess. By the time I was done cleaning up my kitchen, I'm like, Jesus, it looked like a murder had taken place here. It was that bad. It bled and bled like crazy. Just like, oh my gosh. Packing. Yup. I remember those days. I just actually got rid of a bunch of books last night, books and magazines at my women's group, because I was thinning out my feminist collection. Yes, Dirt Farmer. I was I was thinning out my feminist collection, and so my gal pals took some of those home with them. So that made me feel good, because I'm like, I'm not a person that throws away books or anything like that. I used to work in a library at the university. Actually, I've worked in several libraries, but my last library job was at the university library. So, I try to make sure that my books find a new home where they're going to be used and loved and taken care of. So, oh my goodness. I'm so glad you were able to make it, Jen. It's like we hardly ever get to see each other. And I do appreciate the shout outs you give me on your channel. That is so sweet. So sweet. Oh. I'm making this. It says, all good things are wild and free. And down here it says Henry David Thoreau, and it's got some more flowers. I spilled coffee on it this morning, so I'm gonna have to treat that. But yeah, it's pre-printed, but I thought it was a pretty sentiment. I liked it, and I wanted to make it for my house. Oh, thank you. Yes, coffee. I filled my cup too full and didn't realize it, and it went everywhere. Just as you were walking in the door. So, oh my goodness. Bye, Jen. Lots of love to you. Love to Jen. I'll see you later, darling. Be careful packing. Make sure you stop and take breaks every now and again. Love and light. And stay hydrated, Jen. Stay hydrated. Oh my goodness me. If you haven't checked out Jen's channel, you should. She's a real sweetheart. She's kooky and fun and upbeat, very positive. Sweet little witch. You cuss a lot. I try not to because I have a 3-year-old grandson and he repeats everything. So I try not to swear. I try to think of other ways to say things, but you know, I'm only human. It happens. Ooh, what kind of dogs do you have? I miss my dog. She died a few years ago. And I said I wouldn't get another one after her. She was the best dog. She was a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel Beagle mix. And she lived to be almost 18 years old. She was my baby. She was my baby. Hell, she lived as long in my house as my kids did. But I said I wouldn't get another dog after her. Especially being 50, you know, I'm 50 years old, and with these diseases, it's a lot of work to take care of dogs. Cats are easy, you know, as long as they've got some place to poop and some place to eat, they're good. You know, dogs, you have to walk them, you have to exercise them, you know, got to bathe them. You don't have to do any of that with cats. So that's how I ended up with 4 cats and not a dog anymore. But I do miss my dog. She was a sweetheart. Oh. Oh, crud. I think I'm going to have to get going. My notifications are setting off. My alarms are setting off for things I got to do. Hey, KYK. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. How's PA? It is PA, right? Stopping by to say, what's up? What's up, brother? Or are you a sister? I don't know. Are you a brother or a sister, KYK? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, está así, así. Así, así. You know. Bueno. How about you this morning? How are you doing, KYK? What? What you humming? Yeah, I'm still stitching on this sampler here, or this what you call it, banner. I spilled coffee on it though, right there. I spilled coffee this morning. I got so upset, but it'll wash out. I can wash it up, and if it won't, then I'll just tea stain this and make it like an off-white antique looking. Always away, right? Always away. I'm thinking Heather must be at work this morning, KYK, because she's not been in the chat yet, so she might be at work. It is a weekday after all. You got your cuppa, KYK? Woo! I just dropped my coaster. That's not groovy. That's how I... Oh, thanks, KYK. Maybe. If not, she'll be here Thursday, KYK, because, you know, I do my regular live streams on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. So she may, you know, she may pop in then. She usually shows up then because she's one of my mods. So she usually shows up then. So KYK, you didn't tell me. Are you a brother or a sister? Not that it matters. I just don't want to use the wrong pronoun. Yeah, I almost lost my coffee earlier. I spilled it all over my couch. I spilled it all over this. So, not good if I lose my coffee. You know, coffee is my life. I can say them. Okay, I'll say them. I will say them. Yeah, I try not to offend anybody, you know, at least not on purpose. So that's why I ask. I didn't want to accidentally call you, brother or sister if you didn't identify as either. So, but good morning. It's a sunny day. Can you see the reflection in my glasses? Look how sunny. Look how sunny. Oh, no problem, KYK. Like I said, I'm not about hurting people in any way, shape, or form. That's not what I'm about. Okay, I'm a peace loving hippie that lives in the middle of the woods. All right, I'm just not. I'm not about. You usually don't say to. Not a problem. I have no issue with that. I get it. I get it. I get it. I just, like I said, I just don't want to accidentally call somebody something that they're not or that they don't identify as. I have lots of trans friends. As a matter of fact, my high school boyfriend is no longer a boy. So, German Shepherd to oh, Chihuahua. Oh, and a Timberwolf. Ooh. So you've got big dogs and little dogs. How cute. How cute. My daughter has a little dog. She has a little mini Yorkie. And bless his heart, he has to have one of his eyes removed because he has eye cancer. Oh, you're welcome, KYK. Mwah. Much love to you. You're welcome. And then put two more. See, that's kind of the way I am with cats, Farmer. I'm the same way with cats. Because I started, when I moved back to this property that I'm at now, I had 5. And then 2 passed away. And I'm like, I'm not getting any more. 3's plenty. I'm not getting any more. I'm not getting any more. And then poor little Tabitha showed up on Facebook and nobody wanted her. And the lady that had her's like, listen, I'm pregnant. I have 2 pit bulls. I can't bring her in the house. Winter's coming. I really don't want to take her to the shelter because they will kill her. And I'm like, what's one more? All right, I'll take her. So that's how I ended up with my 4th cat. So, I'm like, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for strays and broken hearts. I don't know what it is about me. So, oh yeah, KYK, do you have dogs now, KYK? Ah, another Pennsylvania person, KYK. A kitten. Oh, that's what Tabitha is. Tabitha is about 8 months old now. When I got her, she was 3 months old. Black lab puppies. Oh, so cute. Oh, I used to have a black lab. Actually, it wasn't a black lab. It was a chocolate lab. But still, chocolate labs. Oh my gosh. Labs in general. Aww. I'm sorry, KYK. Oh, what? A husky pit bull mix. I bet that was an unusual looking dog. Probably very thick. One, yeah, the blue and the brown. Mm-hmm. So you had, what is it? Hydrochromia? Is that what it's called? I can't remember now. I just watched a video about it. That's funny. Oh yeah, huskies are beautiful dogs. One of the best dogs I ever had when I was growing up was a golden retriever mixed with a collie. And that dog loved kids, was so gentle around kids. But I tell you what, if my cousin, who's the same age as me, when we were kids, if my cousin even acted like he was going to hit me, that dog would jump on him. It was the funniest thing. I mean, it was so, Brownie was just an awesome dog, and he protected me from everything. He was such a good dog. And my Sally that I had, my Cavalier Spaniel Beagle mix, she used to be able to tree squirrels like nothing. Oh my gosh. She was so good at that. The downfall with having her, though, was she was a digger, so she would dig under the fence. And she did not like to be chained up. We had her chained for a while until she broke her teeth on the chain. And so after that, we decided we weren't going to chain her anymore. So, because, yeah. I know. Well, and beagles, actually, Cavalier Spaniels are known as digger dogs. Beagles are known as digger dogs. So she had both of those breeds. So she was like the ultimate digger dog. I mean, we had holes all over our yard. It was crazy. But she was a sweet baby. She really was. And she had a seizure disorder. It's weird. We always knew when we were going to get a bad storm because she'd have a seizure right before, like within a couple hours before we were supposed to get hit with a bad storm. It's the weirdest thing. I had never in my life seen an animal with seizures before. That's really strange to watch. It really is. It's really bizarre to watch. Oh my goodness. Hope y'all don't mind that I'm stitching while we're chatting. What's the weather like this morning, KYK, where you are? I've got about 17 degrees and sunny. I still have snow on the ground. Farmers in Florida, where it's pretty nice. Pretty. I had a shepherd mix when I was little. I remember sleeping with him, and he was so big that it was like wearing a blanket, a dog blanket. You know what's funny? Around here, a lot of the stray dogs that we get here on my property, on my land, are actually dogs mixed with coyotes. Um, that happens a lot around here. Oh, yeah, I love critters too. I do too. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about getting some fish because I miss having fish. Um, at one point, I had fish, a turtle, cats, dog. My daughter had a hamster. I mean, we had everything in the house. We would feed the animals outside, like the birds and the squirrels. You know, we'd put stuff out for them. So, yeah, all fun stuff. All fun stuff. Oh, I have the sniffles this morning. Yeah, but it's good that you get them snipped or get them fixed, neutered and spayed. I'm a firm believer of doing that. And there's actually a program here where once a month you can get up to 5 animals neutered or spayed for free here because the overpopulation is just nasty here. So the local government decided we needed to do something about it, and so they started offering free spay and neuters once a month. You can get up to 5 animals. Now you have to stand in line for many, many hours to get the vouchers, but it's well worth it. Definitely well worth it since it's around $200 per animal to have them spayed or neutered. So if you've got 5 animals, you're out some money. So all 4 cats are asleep. Oh, see, I live in what's known as Tornado Alley of the Midwest, so I get you. Yeah, Alabama got hit hard, hard, hard. I've lived through so many tornadoes that I've quit counting them. That's how many I've lived through because it's literally been almost all my life. Um, and what's funny is we get hit with tornadoes all year round. As a matter of fact, back in November, we were under tornado warnings. And in February, we were under tornado warnings. So, yeah, we get tornadoes here all year round. High winds, which that's why it's a good thing and a bad thing that I live in the middle of the woods because at least my trees can stop most of the high winds. What happens with me is that if we get a lot of rain or a lot of ice, the trees start snapping or the ground gives way and they just start going like this. Um, that's the bad part about living in the woods, is that, well, it may stop the wind, but the ground may uproot. So it's a strange thing. Gotta love nature. I got my Alice in Wonderland cup today. I forgot to show it to Jen, darn it. My coffee's cold. I'm going to finish it off anyway. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, it's almost 8 o'clock. Yeah, they were going to put my dog on phenobarbital, but she was already so old that they were afraid it would kill her, basically. And she was only having like one seizure a month. So it didn't seem prudent to give her the phenobarbital. The vet, I mean, we kept close eye on her. We were timing her seizures. Her longest seizure was about 2 minutes long. The vet said that once it got up to 3 minutes, she would have to be on the phenobarbital. There was just no way around it. She would have to be. Thankfully, it never got that far. And like I said, she lived to be almost 18 years old. She died in the month of September. Had she lived to the month of December, she would have been 18. So she was just a few months shy of her 18th birthday, which is incredible for Beagles and Cavalier Spaniels, because Cavalier Spaniels, their average lifespan is about 10 years. Beagles' average lifespan is about 15 years, and she made it to almost 18. So the vet was like, wow, I can't believe she has lived this long. She was going blind. She was going deaf. She had, her spine had actually fused into one piece from arthritis from the middle of her back down her tail. So she kind of walked like a hunched over old lady all the time. But she lived. I mean, she still would get excited when my kids would come over or my grandkids would come over, or my nieces and nephews. She would still get all giddy and happy. So she lived a good long life, and she was my baby. She was my baby. So I was getting ready to say, guys, I think I'm gonna call this day done, because it's 8 o'clock now and I need to get around and moving, get my chores done. I've got people coming over and places to go. So, but you know what, Farmer? It was so nice talking to you and so nice meeting you. Check out my videos, please. There's lots of different things. I mean, there's cooking videos and there's story time for the kids. I don't know if you have kids, but there's the happenstance story time, which even adults seem to like. So, and there's craft videos. I mean, I don't know what you're into, but just scroll through my playlist and take a peek. And I'm going to check out your channel as well. Got it up here. Poor Dirt Farmer. Got it up here. Check out the playlist. But yeah, have a great day in Florida. And yeah, KYK, have a great day in Pennsylvania if you're still here. And I will chat with you all Thursday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Set your reminders. And yeah, namaste, guys. Have a great day.